As Olivia Newton-John sang in 2007, it's the 1st of December and winter is here. Well, okay, it's the 2nd of December, but do you know what? In the spirit of Christmas, you'll let that one slide. It's Monday Matters right here on Gary's Stuff. Hi, I'm Gary. Welcome to my channel and welcome back if you've been here before. Today indeed is Monday Matters. Now, as usual, I'll be having a look at what's caught my eye in the news of the week. I'll be catching up with what I've been up to on my bench, and of course, I'll be discussing this week's featured kit of the week. All these bits come as chapters, so you can hop backwards and forwards as your heart desires. Now, if you enjoy the show, and I hope you do, please remember, give it the old imperial thumbs up on the like button below. Make sure you hit the notification bell, and if you haven't done so yet, subscribe to the channel. It's free, and it's a really great way to show your support. If you'd like to show support in a more concrete way, you can do that through any of my partner programs, details of which are in the information box below. Okay, so before we start, there's a few things. First is really important to me, and I hope to you as well. There's a fundraiser for Models for Heroes being run by Mikey, you know, moderator Mikey, on his channel, Bearded Veteran Creates. Now, what happened was his subscribers and supporters came up with the idea that they should maybe be doing something for Models for Heroes, and they've come up with the idea of a fundraiser. Now, Models for Heroes gets a lot of kits donated every year, not just by good people such as you guys watching, but also by companies and things like that. So they send out all these things to these kits to their beneficiaries, but of course, what they also need are things like cutting mats and nippers and sanding sticks and glue and paint and stuff like that. And Models for Heroes provides a bundle of things to them for that, which they have to fund. They have to find the money to pay for all of this stuff. So what Mikey thought was he would have a fundraiser raising money where they can buy sets of this stuff for Models for Heroes. He's spoken to Malcolm at M4H, and they've come up with a kit that each kit costs just under £53, £52.97, I believe it is. The idea originally, it's very modest, would be able to buy like 3 or 4 kits. It's grown a little bit since then. I think we're on to probably about 6. I think it can be a lot more than that with your help. Now, I know things are tight at the moment. I know it's almost Christmas. There isn't a lot of money around, but if you can spare just anything, any tiny thing, no matter how small, no matter how big, do please send some money. It's a PayPal-based fundraiser. The link is here. The link will be in the information box below as well. Every single penny that is raised will go to Models for Heroes, and we'll be buying kits of equipment to be sent to the beneficiaries along with their first kits. It's only running for another 9 days till the 11th of December. So let's all get behind this, guys. I know there's a lot of call on everyone's purse at the moment, but you know, maybe just not have that fancy coffee from Starbucks or Costa or whatever it is just once. Just think, oh, do you know what? Instead of buying that, I'll ping a few quid over to Mikey's fundraiser. You know, there's a lot of you watch this. If we can just get a little bit each, it'll add up to a massive amount, and trust me, that makes a huge difference to the people who receive it. All of you know how good, how beneficial model making is to us, how good you feel doing it, how you can just turn off for a little while. You can just worry about other things another time. You can just concentrate on your modeling. It's really good for your mental health. Think how much better it is for someone who's dealing with mental health issues as a result of their service to our country, be that through the military and the armed forces, be that as a blue light first responder. These people do amazing things for us. I think we can do something just a little bit amazing back for them. So here's the link here. It's in the information box below. Please do check it out. Give whatever you can, pennies, pounds, whatever it is. Just give what you can. And let's make it a really, really, really good result at Christmas for Models for Heroes. Thanks very much. Anyway, other things. The raffle. The raffle was won by Tony Dimmock in Australia, so I'll be sending him his CH-54A Tahe with the Universal Military Pod in the next day or two, and I'm pretty sure it'll get there before Christmas. So Tony, many, many congratulations, mate, and many thanks to all of you who entered the raffle. A reminder also that this Thursday is the first Thursday of the month, which means it's live stream time again. It will be at the usual 8 p.m. till 10 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. That's 2000 to 2200 Zulu or Universal Time, whichever means anything to you. It will be the usual mixture of chat and banter. You guys sending in questions, we'll try and answer them. Moderator Mikey will be trying to keep things under control. And of course, there will be the return of Nick's Conundrum. Goodness only knows what Nick will do this time. He's been getting a little bit, he's getting a little bit cheeky, a little bit, I think he's got a bit of a niggle on. He's going to set up something really difficult this time, I reckon. Something that's really going to test us. I hope it isn't, because it's a whole load of fun hearing all your guesses and trying to come up with it myself, and quite often completely wrong. So come along Thursday, 5th of December, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, 2000 to 2200 Zulu time, if that means anything to you, and let's all have a laugh. And finally, there's just a quick nod to the fact that the channel now has over 19,000 subscribers. It's a matter of complete joy to me that there are so many people subscribed to the channel. So many people watch the videos, and hopefully so many people enjoy them as well, because you seem to keep coming back. But anyway, thank you, all of you, for your support by subscribing. It's a wonderful thing, really helps boost the channel, and gets me to push on for even higher numbers in the future. Of course, the next big one is going to be 20,000. Hopefully it won't be too long, couple of months or so, maybe. We'll get to that, and I'll work on something special for the 20,000 celebration, I promise. Okay, enough of all of that. Let's have a quick look at what's caught my eye in this week's news of the week. The big news of the week is that the first kit of the new TACOM wings range has been announced, and it's a corker. TACOM is making the Horton Gotha 229A flying wing in 1/32nd scale. That will be an impressive 52.5 centimetres in span when built. As you would expect at this scale, it looks exquisite with lots of interior detail, superb exterior detail, and even a pilot figure with a Draeger 229 pressure suit and helmet. Not content with that, TACOM are also releasing the Horton 229B two-seat night fighter version. This will include photo-etched parts and 4 Henschel 298 air-to-air missiles. Both crew figures will be included. And finally, probably not wanting to waste the CAD files, TACOM will also release a standing crew figure with the Draeger pressure suit in 1/16th scale. Kovazavody Plosioff is releasing a 1/72nd scale kit of the Martin Baker MB5 fighter. This is a rebox of the 2016 A model kit, but with new 3D printed parts and a paint mask set. In fact, this seems to be a new direction for KP, with the KP Expert range of photo etch and mask sets also being launched. KP is also releasing a similar upgraded rebox of the X3 Stiletto experimental aircraft, this time based on a 2018 AZ model original. Expect plenty more of these to come out in the future. By the way, including paint masks or photo etch is something I've heard rumours of Airfix looking into recently, but I've not heard anything more concrete just yet. Speaking of Airfix, they have announced that next year's club kit will be the Messerschmitt Me-410 with new schemes. These are for an aircraft captured in 1943 and can be made either in its original Luftwaffe colours or in the captured RAF colours. Incidentally, there are newer parts too, as this was a reconnaissance aircraft. Victor Bravo Delta Models has a new 1/72nd scale kit of the Morane-Saulnier MS-225 monoplane, available in the colours of the French Air Force, naval aviation, or an aerobatic display aircraft. ICM has confirmed its much-anticipated MH-60L Black Hawk Special Ops helicopter in 1/48 scale will be arriving next month. Also on the way is the 1/35th scale Sonderkraftfahrzeug 3B half-track with a 20mm gun, the first of the vehicle combos carrying the new tooled Flak 38 gun that was recently launched as a standalone item, and I'm sure there will be plenty more. German company 1602 has a 1/35th scale 3D printed kit of the Typhoon anti-aircraft rocket launcher. Gecko Models is releasing a 1/16th scale figure of General Bernard Montgomery, or Monty. I'm not sure if the photo they've released is a final version of the kit, but there seems rather a lot of essential detail missing to me. And finally, if there's one thing worse than a 100-metre tall reptilian intent on destruction, it's got to be a mechanical version. Toho Kit has both of your nightmares covered. On my bench this week, it's been a bit of a slow week for videos compared with recent times. But that's because there's been so much going on behind the scenes, frankly. I did have a look in the box of last week's Kit of the Week, which of course was the starter set of the Messerschmitt Bf109 in 1/72nd scale from Airfix. It looks an absolutely charming little kit. 30 parts, I think they're all. 2 of that is the stand, so 28 parts for the aircraft itself. But the mouldings look really nice, and it looks easy enough to put together. Could make a really, really nice little kit of the Bf109. I'll be finding out soon because I will be building it. I also did a video highlighting the new products from our friends over at Gallery, the airbrush company. There's a new airbrush with a siphon feed rather than gravity feed that I'm putting through its paces at the moment. There is a set of acrylic metallic marker pens that I've been using and are working actually really well. Very impressed by those. And also there's a new tabletop compressor set that's they've launched. It comes compressor and an airbrush all in one package. Looks good. I've been trying that out. I'll be doing the full reviews of these very, very soon and publishing them. Some really nice products there. Of course, also released an update to my video about the Lidl Christmas offer, based on my experience of going down to a Lidl store and finding out that some of the things weren't on offer, but other things were. Did a whole video about it, and then of course a lot of you come back to me and said, well, actually no, our local Lidl has got the things that you said about in the first place, and other ones that said, yep, I couldn't find those either, but I found the ones that you've got. It seems quite bizarre. So if you've got a particular kit that you're after and they don't have it in your local Lidl store, then maybe you might have to go to one or two other ones if they're not too far away and try and find exactly what you want. But they all seem to be available one way or another. I've been doing some other builds in the background. Other builds that have been going on in the background also include my new production room. That's got to the stage of pouring concrete for the foundations, which is very exciting. So there'll be some more video content based on that coming before too long. However, there's still a little bit of time left, and that's to talk about this week's featured kit of the week. It's a submarine attacker in 1/48 scale from Trumpeter. Now, the Attacker was the first jet aircraft operated by Britain's Fleet Air Arm. It was embarked on HMS Eagle on Eagle's first commissioned cruise in 1952, and the squadron that took them on board was 800 Naval Air Squadron, which of course was my father's former squadron. So lots of reasons for me to make this kit. I have made one a long time ago, and I know there's not that much to it, but it makes a nice enough kit of a very significant, if fairly relatively unknown aircraft. So I'll be having a look inside that this week. I'll be making it before too long as well. That's it for this week. I hope you've enjoyed the show. If you have, do please remember, give it the old imperial thumbs up on the like button below. Do make sure you hit the notification bell. And of course, if you haven't yet, please do subscribe. It's a great way to support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Thank you so very much for watching. Hope to see you again on the channel soon. Take very good care now and goodbye.